Hello, Kelsey Taylor here. Welcome to another movie review. Now, yesterday I reviewed some sort of mediocre Christmas movie. Well, this time I'm going to be reviewing a really good Christmas film, and something that I watched recently, and it still holds up very well. And many of you know the source material. There's no need to go into detail too much. I'm going to be talking about my opinion on the Muppet Christmas Carol, which is, I believe, I think the first Muppet film to be released after Jim Henson's death. And Disney released this in 1992, and this is basically the Muppet version of the Christmas Carol, with Michael Caine as Ebenezer Scrooge, and you know the story of the Christmas Carol. It's just Ebenezer Scrooge, pretty much hates Christmas, and then he gets visited by three ghosts, showing him his life during Christmas, before, during the present, and what would happen in the future if he doesn't change his ways. And you know the story. It's kind of very obvious. But so the Christmas Carol is definitely a classic, timeless story. And this film definitely, I'm sure it was pretty good back in the 90s, as much it's really good now. And for effects with these kind of effects made for a 1992 film with the puppets and stuff, I never thought they would be I thought they'd be a little bit dated, but they actually still hold up very well. The effects in this is really spectacular, and it's not one of those over the top corny Muppet stuff. I'm a huge fan of the Muppets, and I know they could be over the top corny sometimes, but this one is very, very sweet. You have the Muppet characters playing certain classic characters from Christmas Carol, like Gonzo as Charles Dickens, as well as Robin as Tiny Tim, and the other few Muppets as the ghost, mainly one with the big beard and all that. So this is I can't say too much to say. It's just this is a really nice, sweet film, and Michael Caine did a spectacular job as Ebenezer Scrooge, and it's definitely timeless. And I would say if you knew someone who never I would say this is a good introduction to the Christmas Carol, one of those, there's a bunch of Christmas Carol movies out there. There's a few I can think of. The one I have on DVD is actually my mother's. I don't remember who's in that. It was from the 30s or 40s. And the one that I remember liking as a kid, which was a short, Mickey's Christmas Carol. Yeah, that's right. I haven't watched that in a very long time, but I remember that one was a really good one. I really want to watch it again, and kind of one part of it I remember being very powerful that you don't see much in the Mickey Mouse cartoon. But this is definitely a very nice film. Great music, great acting, like I said, from Michael Caine. Great puppet work from the Muppets, and as well as some really good songs in this one. And it's a very nice Christmas film to show and to watch during holidays, and it definitely holds up very well. And I think one of the best Christmas Carol adaptations. So, if you haven't seen the Muppet Christmas Carol, definitely check this one out. I was very glad to watch this again. It's one of the Muppet films that I never had on DVD for a long time, and been wanting to watch it again. I think I had it on VHS, but I never watched it much growing up. I guess it's one of those VHS tapes where my mother recorded this movie off TV, and I don't know. I actually watched, there's certain films that I watched on recorded VHS tapes, she records off TV. But I just like to watch the actual copy. And I was at Goodwill, I think a year ago, and they had this, but the disc was all scratched up. So my brother got me for this last Christmas, and I said in one video at the time that I will review this, talking about this briefly, and I'm keeping to my promise. And this film definitely still holds up very well. Especially if you're a diehard Muppet fan. There's a lot of Christmas specials on the Muppets, but I think this one's probably my top favorite. So that's my little review and thoughts on the Muppet Christmas Carol. If you have seen the movie, let me know what you think of it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Adios.